Hello everyone, we are Team 8 Hypothesis Testing consisting of Kang Xian, Min Xuan, Samuel, Hazwan and myself. We are working with Value Greens, which is known for delivering fresh produce upon order after procuring it from wholesale suppliers on the same day. The perishable nature of fresh produce makes it challenging for Value Greens to purchase the appropriate wholesale quantity to minimize wastage or overage, while maximizing profits and making sure that the produce itself meets standards for freshness. To assist our client with this problem, we examined 3 months' worth of online order data to identify which products were most popular and propose an optimal ordering strategy for them. To determine the best inventory model and ordering strategy, we organized the data by daily orders and clustered them by order quantity in packets and grams. Then we applied statistical methods to ascertain the demand distributions of our chosen vegetables. After which, we determined the optimal order quantities for the new vendor and QR inventory models respectively, and compared the performance in regards to profit.
Upon retrieval of the online order dataset, we started to familiarize ourselves with the type of data we were dealing with. During discussions, we realized that there are 2 main order types. 1. Regular orders, where each type of vegetable order is separated into different columns. And 2. Promotional orders, where each order consisting of 20 or 30 vegetables of the customer's choice is marked for a fixed price. We then followed these steps to have a clean, streamlined data for analysis. Join promotional orders into the individual vegetables, remove any Chinese characters and their respective price from the column headings, combine repeated columns of the same vegetable, and lastly, aggregate daily orders and remove any outliers outside the interquartile ranges. Due to the large number of vegetable types, we clustered the vegetables according to the 2 types of unit of measurement, that is either packets or grams. After which, in agreement with our client, we selected the vegetable with the largest mean demand for each cluster, which is broccoli for the packets cluster and potato for the grams cluster for statistical analysis and modeling.
Delving into the statistical analysis for this project, histograms and density plots of the vegetables were first plotted. Due to the bell-shaped curve and non-negativity of demand, we suspect that the demand for both products followed a lower truncated normal distribution from 0 to infinity. The parameters of the supposed truncated normal distribution were estimated via visual inspection. QQ plots were used as a visual tool to track how well the vegetable demand followed the truncated normal distribution. The QQ plot of broccoli demand showed a strong fit, whereas the QQ plot of potato demand showed a greater degree of deviation. Pearson's chi-squared test was also used as a more quantitative method to assess the goodness of fit of the demand data to the hypothesized distribution. We set our null hypothesis to be that respective demands of broccoli and potato follow a truncated normal distribution. Tests for both vegetables were conducted at a 95% confidence level. For both tests, the calculated chi-squared statistic is lower than the respective critical value. Hence, we do not reject the null hypothesis that the respective demands for broccoli and potato follow a truncated normal distribution at 95% confidence level.
Moving on to our first model, the news vendor model, we measure the optimal reorder quantity Q star by studying the trade-off between overage and shortage cost. The assumptions are as shown. Mainly, the orders are made periodically with a period of 1 day to ensure product freshness. For the model parameters, the cost price is assumed to be 80% of the selling price. From this, we can calculate the shortage and overage cost and critical fractile accordingly. The critical fractile is 0.2 for both cases. We took an integral as shown using the PDF of the truncated normal distribution for the expected lost sales. The performance measures are calculated as shown. Finding the inverse of the CDF with the probability equal to the critical fractile, we obtain an optimal reorder quantity of 523 grams of potatoes and 1.695 packets of broccoli. The total profit per day from both goods is 45 cents per day. For our second model, the QR model, we determine the optimal reorder quantity and point. The trade-off now is instead between the stockout and holding costs. The assumptions for this model are different. Imperatively, the inventory levels are now monitored continuously, and a one-time decision to order is made when the reorder point is reached. For the model parameters, the same as before. The cost price is 80% of the selling price, and the stockout cost is the difference between the selling and cost price. The holding cost is taken to be 25% of the selling price. Using the stockout approach, first, the optimal reorder point is taken as the inverse of the CDF with probability equal to the critical fractile. The following performance measures are calculated as shown. Using the formulas, we calculated the optimal reorder quantity of 100 grams of potatoes and 5.5 packets of broccoli. and the optimal reorder point is 3,510 grams of potatoes and 3.4 packets of broccoli. The total profit per day is calculated to be $7.55 per day.
I will now be talking about the overall performance and the limitations of each model. While the QRAM model does better in terms of profits, the freshness of vegetables may be compromised if vegetables are kept longer, affecting demand. Furthermore, there are limitations with the QRAM model. It assumes continuous review, but Value Greens only attains their supply of vegetables once every day. Also, for the news vendor model, deliveries are assumed to be made in advance of demand, but Value Greens can collate online orders today to obtain the optimal amount of vegetables from the wholesaler the next day. In reality, Value Greens has physical stores, and the small profits we see in our analysis is merely from their small online business. To conclude, we recommend the news vendor model in line with Value Greens' philosophy of selling fresh vegetables, ordering 600 grams of potatoes and 2 packets of broccoli every day for their online business. Thank you.